Alright, Magnetramon, you're a cool as fuck Digimon, but you're not what I'm looking for right now. I'm gonna turn you back into Rosemon. I'm just kind of darting all over the chart right now. More importantly, I have this to deal with. What is looking...
that over-designed train horse archer? The fuck is that?
So his English name is Kentorosmon. And like he just comes in like, not here. Look at the turn order.
What? What is that?
What the fuck? This is what the end game of Cyber Sleuth looks like if you do not fully invest your EVs into speed for every Digimon you have. I'm in the post game now, and the only way the post game is manageable on the hard mode is by giving all of my Digimon all of the speed.
Wait, post game? Did we not finish the story?
I'll get to that. But I mean, where I am, having played ahead.
Right, I was thinking,
I record these ahead of time, Dan. I'm at the end of the game, but yeah. Anyway.
What's with those two black dicks hanging off the side of him?
Oh God, why'd you pay attention to those? I never noticed those.
No wonder he's just left the screen. It's like,
I'm embarrassed. I haven't bloody to put my towel on. But really fast.
Kyoko's like, I heard there was two big black dicks about.
I came when I heard the news. What's happening? Where is it? Where'd he go? Alright, so yeah, his Japanese name, as you can hear audibly, is Sleipniamon. So it's like a Norse reference, but I can't get over the fucking appearance now that you've brought that up. That's all I can see when I see it. Anyway, this is some cool shit. So he's too fucking fast for us, and that is rigged so he's too fast for you. So the only way to keep up with him is with the help of Ulforce Vidramon. So, okay, do you know what that Digimon looks like? Have you even heard of it? Because I think it's like one of the new Vmon variants, or one of the newer
Vmon
ones.
with the U-Force.
Yeah, actually. Do you know what season of Digimon that's from?
No.
Oh, are you just lagging based on
Yes,
his name?
yes, I was. Don't call me out on it.
You actually knew. Okay, yeah, no. So we need him on our side, but even though, you know, all the Royal Knights should have appeared in this world, he hasn't. He somehow didn't appear in the world of Digimon Cyber Sleuth, and he's kind of just trapped in a void right now. Apparently, he's trapped in another dimension. So the only way for us to get him would be to retrieve him from another dimension. This might be one of my favourite chapters in the game, or one of my favourite missions in the whole game. So Kyoko here is explaining multiple worlds theory, very Schrödinger in nature. Schrodinger's Pete, if you will. I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad I got even a little giggle for that. I was really proud of that one. I did a really good joke there. And you know what? A small that'll do for me. I'll take it at this point.
I didn't want you to have the satisfaction of that joke.
But I got it anyway. That's all I needed. That's all I wanted from you. Like an energy vampire. Like I just have to have that little bit of laughter. And I'm satiated. So we need to get Ulforce Vidramon from a parallel world, which, how the fuck do you go about doing that? This seems like a bit of a tall order. But we do have a friend who transcends dimensions. Mireille. Do you remember how I mentioned that Mireille has been in all of the like modern Digimon games? Be they Digimon World or Digimon, all that shit on the DS.
Oh yeah, I remember.
She's in all of them. This is like the 7th game in the Digimon story series. She is to Digimon games what Anna is to Fire Emblem. She's just in all of them. Sometimes it's a really small bit part, but the point is, she transcends dimensions and realities because she appears in all these different games. So we gotta ask for her help to find Ulforce Vidramon.
If this is the 7th game, why haven't we played the others?
Because that's a fuckload of games, Dan, and some of them I don't even think made it to the UK. In fact, I think most of them didn't. Yeah, I think this is like the first Digimon game in ages we actually got. Hence why it got such like a massive glowing reception from fans. Like, yeah, we got Digimon RPGs again! And they're basically just Persona, but with Digimon. So here's Mireille like, oh yeah, that seems simple. Just jumping to another universe, you just need a really strong Digimon to pull that off. Shouldn't be too tricky, just need a nice strong Digimon.
Do you have one to hand that's strong enough to do that?
I don't, but Murray might. However, in order to get to a point where she'll, pull this off for us, it seems like you're gonna have to go to your quest board and do a bunch of random side quests. It's that thing that every chapter in the Harmonious Will and Steel Will, but I think both of which I've now collected. Yeah, I've collected both of those now, but on top of that, she needs time, so you have to go do a bunch of quests on the board.
Couldn't you just bone her?
No, because she actually needs time, like actual physical time. It's not her just being like, I'll do it eventually.
You know, like the whole
you can't bribe her with favours.
You know, when the woman's like, "Oh, Mr. Plumber, I don't have any money on me. Maybe I could pay you in another way."
Oh, Mr. Plumber, I wish to tear a hole in the fabric of space-time, but I don't have money for you.
And the plumber looks at you like, "I'm going to need a bigger wrench."
Alright, so I did a fuckload of missions just all in one go there. Literally, one of them was even referred to as an errand. That felt a bit backhanded. Thank you, game. I did some Digivolve. You finally Digivolved, Dan! I hope you like your final form. That's you. That's you now! Dan! Sorry. Anyway, one quest we are going to do before we wrap everything up, one quest we're actually going to focus on, because it seems actually important to the plot and interesting, is Yuko and Yugo. We'll do this, and then hopefully Murray will be finished with whatever she's doing. And this quest is, I want to delete my online avatar, and I want you to be there to witness his death. I'm very overdramatic about this. I mean, I guess it is like the last living remnant of her brother, but also it was being used to fuck with her head for so long by Crusadermon that she's like, I don't know if I feel cool with this. I don't think I want to be Yugo online anymore.
Yeah, but she's got parents, hasn't she?
No.
She can get others.
She can buy parents. She's rich. She's a rich girl. She can just afford more parents.
Here's the thing about when you lose a sibling. Your parents can always make another.
Yeah, but her father is literally dead. And her mother, I think, is just missing in action. We never hear of her, so...
Get a stepdad.
Just adopt some parents and then get them to bone. This is elaborate. So you got adopt parents, get them to bone, and have a child, and then that child is now your younger brother or sister.
Oh, that reminds me. I was talking at work about like what the ins and outs of birth certificates for babies and that.
Go on.
I was asking loads of questions, and I said, okay, one scenario: when you get the baby's birth certificate, say you, and I didn't want to say like have sex with a foreigner or have intercourse with someone who doesn't speak or read English.
Right.
So I was thinking the birth certificate, would you, because you only get one at first, would you get one in both languages if your partner didn't speak
or read that
language?
Why would you need to know this?
Doesn't matter.
What are you planning?
And
with whom?
So I didn't know what was like the most like polite way to say like get pregnant with someone. So I come up with
Make
a term
babies
of like
with.
No, I did something. It turned out worse.
Oh
the
no.
The term I used was got dumped in.
Oh God! No, you found it. Well done. You found the worst euphemism for sex.
I was like, so imagine you're with a guy and like he dumps in you, and then, and everyone just started laughing. They're like, Dan, that's awful.
Oh, I'm gonna dump.
I dumped it in you.
I'm gonna dump all over you. The worst part, if Digimon had sex, that is a digital term for when you unload a lot of data is dumping. So it ties in.
So are you gonna dump on Lilymon?
No, I am not. I don't know how old Lilymon is, but doesn't look like an adult. Anyway, here we are.
She must be of age. I mean, like she's
ultimate level.
She's blossoming.
Shut up! Fuck you! Oh, Jesus.
Title of this video, blossoming.
Oh, fuck it, why not? Alright, so, after a long talk with Yuko, who is not pleased at all that someone's piloting her dead brother's, or comatose brother's avatar, we're now confronting it. We found it in the Avalon server after asking a bunch of NPCs in different places. Actual detective work, always fun. And,
You skipped over?
I mean, it's fun, but it is just running and talking to a person. I can just skip to when we found them. You can infer that I had a good time learning where this person is. But anyway, it turns out that this is not being piloted. It's an AI. This thing is an AI that's gained sentience. So when she was like jacked into that machine and then she believed that she was Yugo, she was piloting this AI that was, for all intents and purposes, thinking and feeling for itself and influencing her thoughts. Now, it does beg the question is, why did you have to hook her up in the machine in the first place if this thing is self-piloting? But, yeah, he's like, hey, I noticed that you want to delete me. That's functionally killing me? No. Fuck off. I'm not going to let you murder me. And just like before, where, like, the quest with Yuko posed, like, a weird moral question, this one kind of does the same. Is it okay to delete an AI that has a sense of self?
Yes.
I think a hard no.
Why is
I
that?
think like a massive no. Because our metric for what is life is, can it think for itself? Is it sapient? Is it sapient? If an AI is sapient, it now needs to be protected like a life, because it functionally is one. I think that that's a personal moral belief, but I think
that's an interesting view.
You weren't expecting a serious discussion out of this, but it's happening. Here we are now. Like,
well, I think you should have the right to kill it.
I mean, what's your reasoning? And also then ask yourself, does that reasoning hold water if you applied it to a person?
Yes.
I thought your reasoning was going to be, well, I created it, but no, you can't use that with a person. Absolutely not.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I feel a lot of imprisoned murder mums and murder dads would disagree with you.
Well, I'm talking, like, abortion.
But, okay. Oh my gosh, it's turned into that, hasn't it? But that's not sapient yet.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's not
actually.
sapient.
Yeah.
It's not sapient yet.
That's a good point.
That's the biggest, one of the biggest arguments vis-a-vis, people's rights to fucking reproductive rights. So, yeah.
I still think you should be able to kill a program.
I don't know what separates it from biology.
If instead of killing it,
right,
you separated it.
What define separate?
Stick him on like a thumbstick and then just leave him in a drawer.
To just thrive within the thumbstick?
Because if the
He
thumbstick
wouldn't
is
be
not
gone forever, but he would be in a form of stasis.
Yeah, a form of stasis and just...
So it'd be like bad to completely destroy, but if put into a form of stasis where it could be recovered, that's not as bad because it's not final, basically.
Why does Lilymon scream when she dies?
Because she just got fucking blasted by a machine Dramon, wouldn't you scream?
No, I'd take him on like a man.
Do you know what I would do? I'd take him right to McDonald's. He's been waiting so long. He's such a hungry boy. Oh, by the way, I fucking love Rise Greymon here. That's a cool looking Digimon. Greymon just floating around with a gun. Yo, gun!
Oh, it just looks like bullshit. Bullsack. Oh, what's that?
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, Duel Masters. Do you remember it?
Oh,
the card game. What is it?
barely.
Bullsack. I think his name's Bullsack. Or Bullshack. You'll have to look it up and
You're
put it
going to
on
have to
screen.
send it to me, and I'll put it on the screen now, so everyone knows what you're referring to when you say ballsack repeatedly. This is who Dan was talking about.
And here's a picture of my ballsack.
No, I'm not putting that on the screen. And also, please don't send me that.
You know what pickled
dear.
onions look like?
Say no more, fam. Say no more. I get where you're going with this.
Nothing like that.
Alright, so this motherfucker's he was kind of tough at first. I was a bit worried, like, oh, I don't think I'm prepared for this fight. But all you really have to do to guarantee your win is have a party that can tank a Giga Cannon or an Infinity Cannon. If you can do that, suddenly Machine Dramon's not really a threat. So this ended up being a lot easier than the first time I fought Machine Dramon in the Valhalla server, or Under Zero.
I like to think that Jotaro Leomon's face, like
Constantly screaming.
No, it's just like a gagging sound. Yeah, that just constantly whenever he waves the sword.
It's like, oh, poor guy. He's in constant pain. Oh well. Anyway, this is kind of wild. So it's like, I see. You really wanted to delete me, and Yuko's like, no, I'm not gonna murder you. At which point he's like, fine, I'll do it myself, and he self-destructs. Like, oh, okay. Shit.
Oh, suicide should be a crime. You should be put in prison for that.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not having any input on this. All I'm going to say is, like, within the context of this, I have mixed feelings. I don't know how I feel about the fact that we...
Oh, that is cool.
That's cool as shit. We got a cool samurai out of it. I love that. But I don't know how I feel about the AI who did nothing wrong being driven to delete himself.
I'm alright with it.
Okay, fine. Fine, I guess. And the case is closed, thank you. I actually cut a little bit out here, but like after this mission, she invites you out to go have some cake. And she's like, I'm not comfort eating or anything, I'm fine. I cut out a little bit after the fact where Kyoko's like, oh, so you went to the cake district and you ate so much that they had to eventually kick you out. So, yeah, she absolutely is comfort eating here. And I'm like, oh, I just feel bad now.
I approve of comfort eating.
Not to that unhealthy level, though. Like, not to that degree. That's a bit much.
I remember one time I went to my local kebab place and I said to him, look, mate, you know, I've just had a really, really shit day. Here's £20, just give me food.
Give me everything you have. Give me your stocks, your reserves.
And I took home and then I looked on the takeaway menu of like how much would this have cost, because he gave me loads and he gave me like 15 quid extras worth of food.
Whoa, what a cool guy. What a nice takeaway. Props to that. I hope you gave him a good review on Yelp. Anyway, finally Mireille is done with her thing. You're gonna like this. You're gonna like this a lot.
We're gonna get a hot boy?
Not hot boy. Yo.
Yes.
What up?
Yes.
I just want to hear a reaction to this moment.
I just want him to kiss. Go on. Get in.
I was like, oh my god, I actually thought. I was like, holy shit, game, you're just doing this. By the way, Mastamon here, actually one of my favourite Digimon. Like, just straight up.
Oh, I love those wings.
The design is fantastic, and the ability Mastamon has is so good, not just the dimension hopping thing. In battle, Mastamon can reduce any opponent's HP by 1/4. Use that 3 or 4 times, finish off, done. Nice. You can beat anything with that.
You see, as soon as you said that, I thought, like, so the second time you use it would be 1/4 of the remaining 2
Yeah,
thirds.
the 1/4 of the remaining, yeah. No, it is that, but mathematically you could do that 3 or 4 times, and then they've got so little health left that you could just cream them. So, yeah. Anyway, this fun little time. Let's move from the PlayStation 4 all the way to the 3DS. And let's head to the previous Digimon game, Digimon RE Digitize Decode. We have now stepped into a different game. And here is one of the side characters from that game who you can battle throughout, and she has the Vmon, or the Vidramon line. But she never gets to her Mega form. Not in that game. So, yeah, we're actually, like, giving a nice conclusive ending to something that happens in the previous game. Where she finally maxes out Vivi, the Vmon. Also, Rina, not just for her design, just to nip that in the bud, one of my favourite characters in this game. She gives very few fucks, and I respect her.
I'm trying to figure out, is that a giant red bandage or a bow? Or a hair clip?
Looking at it, it does look like a bow, but I think the bow is clipped down in the hair. I feel like it would have to be that, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's got a chest out!
Also that, it's very hard not to notice that, but...
I didn't!
Some character designer somewhere was having a very good time with Rina, is all I'm going to say. The real kicker is, like, her jacket is done up at the top and the bottom, so that's an active decision that she's done like that. Flatmate's just turned, looked, laughed, and given me the okay sign. Absolutely.
Why did you undo your zip?
Just to see if I could match Rina's flair.
You'd have to tie up this bit, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I could do that. I can absolutely pull this look off. Here we go. I look like a JoJo character after this, but I can. There we go. It's me, Rena. It is I.
You that tiny amount of chest hair.
What? Fuck off.
That's like nothing.
Leave my chest alone. It's lovely.
That's like a second goatee. That's nothing.
My goatee's got more hair than my chest does. Alright, so...
This is a hairier chest.
Alright, now you're just showing off, and no one can even see this. Now, this video is just two men comparing their chests.
The face I've got tattooed on my belly, he's pretty much got a beard at this point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, no. Alright, well...
If anyone wants to see a picture of my hairy belly... No!
You don't get that internet. You have to pay to the Patreon first. Let's go back to pimping you out with my Patreon. A bit that we have once visited before.
We still owe people a picture of me being all greasy and naked.
We do owe them that as well, yes. Okay. Anyway, we've now explained to Rena the situation. We kind of need Vivi's help, but Vivi's power has been stolen, so we need to go retrieve that power. We need to go to a wavy kind of place, which in this case is the corrupted underground.
What?
You've gone quiet there. What's happening?
No, I just had an idea. If I just start to say a word and stop, it'll throw you off.
It did. Your plan succeeded. All right, we need to go fuck up Barbamon.
That's like...
Stop it! Stop that! You're not allowed to do that. I'm banning you from doing that. Alright, Barbamon's one of the 7 deadly Digimon. I think that's the thing that comes up in the previous Digimon game. It's like a counterpoint to the Royal Knights, and they embody the 7 deadly sins. Barbamon being one of them.
Because people hate barbers.
People really hate, but fuck those guys with their hair cutting, thinking they're all better than you. Absolutely sinful.
What's one of the other sins then? A nail salon? A waxing place?
Ugh, pedicure, the greatest sin of all.
A dietitian, the scum of the earth.
Let's go save the day. Let's get Vivi's power back.
Well, like I said,